Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Data here, and welcome back to our live Hockey Legacy Manager 25 series in our history mode with the Ottawa Senators, episode number 14 for year number 7, the 2006-2007 season, and fingers crossed, post-season. Thank you for joining me this lovely evening, a bit of a later stream tonight. Sorry, I had a few things going on my end. As I've been saying with all the stuff with the lead up to my wedding and all that, a lot of different commitments in my evenings here, but I was able to get it going. I wanted to get it out here on Tuesday because we didn't get to do it last week, and now here we are. Welcome Cagney, welcome Mighty Joe, and let's get this party started. Doggy, salut, comment ça va? Ça va très bien, mon ami. J'espère que tout va bien avec toi. Let's start off by we'll welcome people in very quickly. I'll send out the tweet, but within the next 30 seconds, I want to get this party started. Let's send this out into the Twitter world. With no Stanley Cup final hockey tonight, hopefully a few more of you getting the chance to tune in when sometimes you might not be able to. And there we go. All right. So last season for year number 6, we had a franchise record 58 win season going 58, 20, and 4. We won our second President's Trophy in 3 years. And after winning the Stanley Cup in 2005, year number 5, 2006 saw us lose in a third time in 5 years to the New Jersey Devils in a 7-game series. Ridiculous. We faced the Devils 4 times. All 4 have gone to 7, and we're 1-3 against them, as we swept Maple Leafs in round 1 last year, but lost in 7 against the Devils. So let's start looking at the comments left in the last one. Cagney had some thoughts moving into year number 7, just a few thoughts. I just had a chance to catch up on this one, so a few notes before my continued travels, says Cagney. I hope that all those travels went well. I was definitely sensing the Okposo pick over Giroux. We ended up drafting Kyle Okposo over Claude Giroux because we thought that he looked better in game, but no, could be a bit of a disappointment, and we think it probably was, but not the worst thing in the world considering how strong the prospect pool is. The RSP prospects potentials aside, there can definitely be a variance between potential overall and actual potential, regardless of the quality of your scouts. So there's always an element of chance involved, despite the scouts' conclusions. Thank you. Next, we saw that Andrei Kostitsyn has dropped from top 6 to top 9, now 4th line potential. Cagney says, regarding Andrei Kostitsyn's continued potential drop, there's always a possibility of this year over year once you see a player's potential drop once. Once this happens over consecutive years like this, they're pretty much done for. I thought Kostitsyn's KHL production was a sign he'd be trending up, but just didn't work out that way this time. And next, huge, crazy leap in development from Louis Eriksson. The Eriksson development leap over the offseason was way outside the norm from what I've seen, says Cagney, but certainly helps the team. We may have crossed that point where we're so far ahead of the curve with players/prospects that it's now just a matter of deciding who we want to move for future prospects/picks. The cap situation just makes that an even bigger factor. Could say more, but it seems that touches on the most important points. May be best to just run with what we have while chasing that next cup this season, but likely to have a tough decisions, in this next offseason. Yes. And also a point I followed up, what can we say about Kostitsyn? Should we be trading him? Cagney replies, Kostitsyn's value is probably so low at this point, given his current overall and potential drop to medium motivation, 4th line, that I don't expect him to have a lot of value. That said, depending upon how we choose to treat historical players at the draft, a little bit of cheese, pretty much any late round pick represents lots of value for us. So getting a late round pick for Kostitsyn wouldn't be the end of the world. But yeah, do we move on from him? Whether we do or don't, he's not going to be doing anything for us. And James also saying, sorry that I missed the stream. That season opener against Atlanta to end off last episode, 13-2. Nice. Yes, indeed it was. Let's jump back over here. Welcome on board, Mr. Brian Michalak. Vasi, get in here, buddy. Happy to... sorry, I'm trying to read the next comment from Doggy while saying hello to you. Happy to see you, buddy. And then Doggy saying, the potential dropping in this game is honestly not great. Yeah, I hear you. But the flip side of it is that we had such crazy growth from a guy like Louis Eriksson that some crazy drops, hey, I guess it happens sometimes in the real world, but some crazy growths help to balance it out to say, sometimes it works out for you, sometimes it doesn't. So I'm just going to go ahead and, I'm going to go ahead and share Hockey Legacy Manager as we get going for year number 7. Here we go. Share screen with HLM. There we go. It can cut both ways, exactly as Cagney says. Sometimes they jump back up. Sometimes you see nothing but growth. Like from Kotaspakov. We had no growth from Hossa and everybody else. Yet, here we are getting crazy growth from Eriksson, from Kotaspakov. So, win some, you lose some. Let me just go ahead and make sure I have this on my side of my screen here. My battery, I don't know if it's going to last the whole stream, but let's see what we can do. Okay, so I'll do this, go full screen here, and now here we go. All right, so leaving off, when we left off from the last one, we had beat the Thrashers 13-2 to open up the season. That was an incredible game. Can we see? Yeah, Wade Redden scored twice. Getzlaf had 5 assists. There was a 7-point night in those 13 goals that we scored as a team from Ryan Getzlaf. When we look at our lineup to start the year, as a quick little reminder, Igor Kultaspakov, 92 overall. We're excited to have him continuing to grow. He's centered by Ryan Getzlaf, 92 overall, and Mark Savard on his right at an 88. Second line, Camilleri, Yashin, Alfredsson. Third line, Hossa, Bonk, and Louis Eriksson with his big growth. And fourth line, Johan Franzen, Rich Peverly, and Chuck Kobasu. On defense, Chris Phillips with Wade Redden, Thomas Caberlet with, is it Kirill? Ratchenik, and third pair, Jonathan Eriksson with, is it Nikita Vitalinish, right? And goaltending, it's Kari Lettinen backed up by Jean-Sebastien Aubin. Doggy's saying, yeah, it's good, but I was doing a franchise, drafted a two-way D at number 3, and dropped to 7th D potential in his 3rd year. Ouch. Yeah, that's the side that cuts the other way, right? When we look at our depth chart here as a franchise, I'm very excited about the future and all that. Kultaspakov, just to quickly remind you, the left-wing sniper from Kazakhstan, who we drafted in the 3rd round, 88th overall in 2002, jumped from 62 to 74 to 83 to 90, now to 92 overall. 84 points in his sophomore year last season, 4 points to start the year over here. He's a Stanley Cup champion. He's a KHL Gagarin Cup champion and equivalent of the Conn Smythe playoff MVP over in the KHL. Money Joe also saying, hope your Saturday wasn't so horrible. Took 3 days to get this out. LOL. Joking. I'm sure you're busy ahead of the big month. Yes. Yeah, I was supposed to get this out. We had said Saturday, right? Yeah. And it was a tough day for me on Saturday. So I said, we're going to push it to the start of next week. Money Joe had actually donated $20. I want to make sure he gets his props for that. He had donated $20 before the stream started, and the stream never happened. So we're going to carry it over to today, and my thank you goes out to him today right now. That message on Saturday was, here's to a great Sens stream. Much love to the Data family tree. And then now we'll be able to celebrate that. Thank you very much, Mighty Joe. Appreciate you, brother. So, yes, that's Igor Kultaspakov, one of our favorite players of this series, absolutely. Ryan Getzlaf, he was a huge surprise to us, dropping the 16th overall pick of the 2003 draft. So happy that we got him. It's already his 4th season. Wow. But he's definitely getting a huge jump in ice time this year from 2nd, 3rd line to now getting 1st line minutes as a 92 overall, jumping from 84 to 92 and 7 points in the season opener, the 5th ranked center in the league, 95 offense, 90 defense. Incredible stuff. Daniel Alfredsson, of course, our captain, now 33 years of age, Stanley Cup champion. Mike Camilleri, now into his 3rd NHL season. He scored 51 points last year. We'll continue to try and give him a larger role this season, playing full-time second line and all that good stuff. Pacing for 574 points exactly with his 7-point opening game. Alexei Yashin, he's also now 32 years old. So we're not quite moving into a retool or anything like that just yet. But Yashin, 32, Alfredsson, 33. Hossa is 27. He is now in a reduced role permanently, pretty much, with his overall having never grown. So he'll stick on the 3rd line or 2nd, 3rd line. We'll see what we do. I think he's more the 3rd line. He's on right now. Yes. Louis Eriksson had crazy growth. 2nd round pick in 2003, 67 to 73 to 75. Then it jumped from 75, boom, to 87 after 31 points in 28 games last year in the AHL. Also had some, he was injured for a little bit, yes, but 3 assists in his NHL debut for the 21-year-old right there. Eriksson, Savard, who else we had? Chuck Kobasu. We got him from free agency, yes. And he actually had some interesting growth. He jumped from 76 to 82 to 84 now. So he'll get some full-time NHL minutes as well. Good old Chuck Kobasu. Rich Peverly finally making the team. He was a free agent. Yeah, he was undrafted and signed as a free agent a few years ago. He's been in our system for a while now. So nice to see him make it after back-to-back 100-plus point seasons in the AHL. John Leclerc is just there for fun. Johan Franzen was a free agent pickup. No, actually, he was waivers. We got him off waivers, and he jumped from 76 to 82. So that's great as well from the 26-year-old. I think that's about it. Chris Neal's there for fun. Jokinen's continuing to grow in the system. We have guys like, it doesn't even show, guys like David Krejci, Brad Marchand, Paul Stastny. Sorry, what am I saying? Where's Krejci? There he is. 66. You were from 62 to 66, yes. On defense, Redin, Ratchnik, Vitalinish, Phillips, Caberlet, Eriksson, Volchenkov. A lot of drops in overall, in potential, not in overall, but in potential over this past offseason. So when we look at our lineup in the AHL, for example, you'll notice that a lot of these guys, and we look at potential here, dropped off massively. Fourth line for Kostitsyn, fourth line for Ryder, fourth line for Hendricks. That may have already been there, though. But Jones down to 7th D, Klesla down to depth, stuff like that. So I don't mind keeping them for having to, someone's got to play. But I'm going to say Johnny Oduya is going to get top pair minutes with James Wisniewski. Jones, 7th D is better than depth, so he'll go there. We'll do Jones, York, Klesla, Montador, I suppose. And for the forwards, Andre Kostitsyn, I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do here. Michael Ryder. Probably trade Michael Ryder to give some of these younger guys more ice time. I don't know. Maybe Ryder and even Boys with the depth potential. Brad Boys. Ryder and Boys in exchange for some other, I don't know, just some other random thing. See what value we could get out of it. Andre Kostitsyn's potential must be in the dumps now. Yeah. So do we trade him at 21.78? May as well just keep him. Maybe he'll end up being a fourth liner or whatever. We'll see. But definitely we could say Michael Ryder and Brad Boys. Any team that wants both of them? Doubtful. All right, let's just see Western Conference team here. The Phoenix Coyotes. Phoenix, you want these two guys in exchange for some depth forward. If I sort by age, anyone's just not that old yet, with not a lot of trade value potential. 1972 high top 9. Martin Hansel. No, that's too much trade. Yeah, that's too crazy. Way too crazy. Should put all the higher potential higher in the lineup for the 8. Yeah, we will. We will do that. 1957, 2068 low top 9. Could do that. 2068. Was that Chris Bork? Yeah, they don't like this. Ryder and Boys for Bork. I thought that was a pretty good deal. With low top 9 potential? No, then forget it. So what would a team offer me then if I just say autocomplete? Nothing. Okay, so nobody wants him. Tolpeko? Who'd you see there? This guy? Yeah, it's probably more the kind of guy we'd have to be going for. And it would take... We have to add Kostitsyn to it? No, forget it. We'll just save them to be used in a trade later on. We'll bury them in the lineup and we'll use them in a different trade later on. So, looking at potential. Kostitsyn can stay first line with Milas. Let's get Jonasson up. He's been a machine. I love Jonasson. Jokinen, maybe even Jokinen at the top line. Yeah. We see this here? Right wing, left wing here. Center right wing. Ott could come up. Stempniak. Let me see here. Potential now. So let's put Boys up. Boys, Kelly, Stempniak, Chernik, Beagle, Ryder. Never bad to have those guys as veteran depth. Yeah, that's what we'll do. That is what we'll do. All right, so there are the lines in the AHL. Then back to the NHL. These are the lines that we're rolling with for year number 7. Let's not waste any more time. We're already starting the stream a little bit late tonight. Let's get straight into it, ladies and gentlemen. Year 7 kicking off now. Well, I kicked off last episode with a 13-2 victory. Now we're going to face off against the Toronto Maple Leafs, who we swept. And we claimed from Montreal. Oh, we got Ron Hainsey. Great. We swept the Maple Leafs in 4 games last year in round 1. What's Hainsey's potential? High top 6. Yeah, we'll use him in the AHL if he clears waivers. If you win in the AHL and get to the playoffs, you can get a development boost for prospects. Say no more. Hainsey, if he passes through waivers, we'll keep him. For sure we will. All right, here we go against the Maple Leafs. Rivalry game against them. We know them very, very well. We swept them in round 1 last year. They're coming back with a vengeance. Here we go to kick off this episode. Bobby Ryan opens it up from Me6Bot and Brian McCabe 1-0 Maple Leafs early. I think Aubin is in for this one. Could it be? Hollywood Hainsey. Yes, sir. Power play Maple Leafs killed off. Power play Maple Leafs again. Extended one there. Finally, Alexei Yashin opens it up. Camilleri and Redden getting the assist. And then a power play goal from Koltaspakov, assisted by Redden and Eriksson. Already his 4th assist in less than 5 periods, in 5.5 periods played. 3-1, Camilleri's first of the year from Vidalinish and Yashin from down 1-0 now up 3-1. Third period now, 4th of the game. Wade Redden scoring from Getzlaf and Koltaspakov, 4-1 Sens. Yeah, we're out shooting them. We're outscoring them. This is the Ottawa Senators that we know and love. These are the Sens we know and love. 5-1. Ratchenik from Caberlet and Alfredsson, and that'll be the final. Yeah, Redden with a goal and 2 assists. Yashin goal and an assist. Camilleri, same thing. It's over. Yes, exactly, Cagney. 5-1 win. And now let's keep on simulating. Let's get some simulation done. Waves red shirt. Yes. Mighty Joe can go for us here. Okay, we want to go see the Devils, that's for sure. But if we don't play them, let's just keep on simming. And let's try to get a good chunk done in this longer, in this later episode. Let's not try to take too long here. I'll go back to Getzlaf. Yeah, just keep training Getzlaf. Unless we can't. Would it be worth to train Ryan Getzlaf for the rest of the season and half of next year just for shot blocking for 301 days? Or do we start training a guy like Eriksson or somebody else? Should we train Ryan Getzlaf for 300 days for shot blocking? Or are we done with training him? What do you think here, AGMs? Let me just fix a little something on my screen here. Yes, very good. Cagney says a bit long in my opinion. Eileen Louis says Mighty Joe. Make the rich even richer. I would like to make the rich richer, but this would be done. I don't know if you can see it with the 720p. The shot blocking would be done in January of 2008. Right now it is, October of 2006? So that's the issue. Meanwhile, Louis Eriksson, we could continue his passing. That's 347 days. Yeah, him too. Someone else who's already great at everything, basically, says Gen Z. Louis Eriksson might not be the guy either. He would take even longer, 347 days for passing for Louis Eriksson. So maybe it's neither of these guys, and maybe it's going to be Jonathan Eriksson or Rich Peverley. Can we do Getzlaf and Louis? It's more that both of them are super long. Jonathan Eriksson, we're looking at 127 days for shooting, 137 days for offensive awareness. None of these guys are great in terms of timeliness. Rich Peverley. We could do 20 days of shot blocking for Rich Peverley. Let's do 20 days of shot blocking and then come back to the decision. We're about to have to make another decision in 9 days when Koltaspakov is done anyways. So let's just keep simming. All right, 4-2 win against Buffalo. Love it. This guy Miettinen on waivers. Okay. Jay Beagle out for 4 days. Best lines. 5-3 win, 4-3 overtime win, then a 3-2 loss. Did Hainsey make it through waivers? Yes, he did. Awesome. So Hainsey's going to come in. Hold on a second. Beagle's going here. Beagle's better. Actually, Beagle should be up here. 78-25 versus 67-21. Jay Beagle, get some ice time, buddy. Jay Beagle the GOAT. If length is the issue at hand, perhaps look at a guy not being trained who you may want to add or change their position. Also an idea. Okay, let's see when that pops up next. Ron Hainsey. Is he left or right? Left. He always right-left. So he'll replace Jason York, I guess. And he'll go second pair. That's what we'll do. Lock and lock. There you go. All right. We are... No, we're not 4-0-0. Why is our record wrong? Yeah, we're 5... No. Now it says AHL. Hang on a second. NHL, and then the inbox. What happened here? Market Vlasic training complete. Okay, we're about to get that notification. Draft preview in October. Patty Kane looking at number 1. Okay, we are 5-1-0. There we go. Koltaspakov's ready to go, and so is Mark-Edward Vlasic. So Jimmy Carson, head of player development, can do anybody. We probably should be working on Kyle Okposo, but also Brad Marchand. Even Tuukka Rask. No, we can't really do goalies. So Brad Marchand, let's just do everything for him. Let's work on defensive awareness first. And for Peter Sullivan, we go back to Koltaspakov probably, right? No, actually. Oh, boy. 1,132 days. For shooting, it would take until November of 2012. Louis is just a left wing right now. Is he? Let me check. Oh, no, he's left wing, right wing. Louis Eriksson is. Koltaspakov to right wing would take 201 days. That wouldn't be horrible to have some flexibility with Koltaspakov to be left wing, right wing. Or do we not want to waste our time and a spot when we could be training somebody else, but there's not much else to do. What does the training boost? Just a +1? Not necessarily, right? Like it can be like it's a +1 to that stat. Is that what it is, Cagney? I think, yeah. Not to the overall, but to that stat. Yeah, let's do it for Koltaspakov to a right wing. It's a long one, but it'll be nice in the long run, in the long term, to have the flexibility and to help out the line chemistry and all that. All right, win-win. Oh, I simmed through the game against the Devils and we lost 3-2, of course. Win-win, then lost against the Devils and an 8-4 win against the Flyers. Of course, the Devils beat us again. Oh, boy. Okay, prospect report. What's up over here? Milas, 21 points in 9 games. Oduya with 19 points. Wisniewski, Kostitsyn, there he is. Blah, blah, blah. Antiniemi, 8 wins, 3 shutouts. Nieser, Klauser, Marchand, Jarmelson, Darren Helm, Tuukka Rask, Khudobin, Stastny, blah, blah, blah. Growth, Stastny, Potolny, Jarmelson, Krejci, Foligno, all up 2. Carey Lettinen +1. You love to see it. Milas, Niemi, Ott, Jonassen, Kaller, Paradis, Letang, O'Sullivan, Stempniak, Marchand, Klauser, Gerby, and Thielen all +1. That is great news. Love to see that, especially to our goalie, Carey Lettinen, who we ended up taking a bit of a risk for when we moved Patrick Lalime. He's up to an 87 now. Very, very good news. Okay, back to the lineup here. Yes. The rotation is on, right? 85%? Yes. Good. Okay. Let's go back to the calendar. And let's... Yeah, nothing against the Devils coming up, eh? Carey already better than Liam was. There you go. Let's keep on simming. All right. So after the Flyers 8-4 win, 10-0 win against the Maple Leafs. Oh my goodness. 10-0 win. Rich Peverly's done the shot blocking. Great. That was very quick. Very nice. Should we go back to Peverly again? No, nothing else is quick anymore. Wish you could see a list of all the things that are possible to you. Me 6 spot doesn't back check. I guess not. Waves the white flag. Thank you, Mighty Joe. It's time. 132 days for shot blocking with Chuck Kobasu. You know what? I'm going to say yes to that. Chuck Kobasu, underrated. 1,000 days for just a +1 in attributes. Yeah, at that point, we're 9-2-0. Let's keep it rolling. 3-2 overtime win against the Kings. Ratchnik with the flu out for 2 weeks. So that's going to be where Volchenkov can come into the lineup now. Vitlinish will move up, and Volchenkov will play with Eriksson. Yes. Best defense would be Volchenkov there. E6 is despicable. Ratching back in a couple of weeks. There you go. 6-5 win, 2-1 win, 4-3 win, beating the Leafs again. Chris Letang done his passing. We also want to do Okposo, though. So, yeah, let's do a little bit of Kyle Okposo. What's quick over here? Shot blocking, 116. Shooting, 128. We'll do that for Kyle Okposo, who we used a high draft pick on. Let's keep it rolling. Hoagland for boys in a second. No, thank you. And no, thank you. All right, Buffalo, 5-2 win. 2-1 win against the Coyotes. Klesla is back. So he'll come in here. Who's this guy? Susi. I don't know. But Klesla will come back there. Okay. We're what? 13-2-0? Oh my goodness. And now it has NHL. It says AHL, but it's in the NHL. Do we have goalie rotation on? Yes, I believe we do. I just checked that, right? Auto rotate is at 85%. Yes. How are things looking over here, by the way? 34 points from Ryan Getzlaf in 17 games. What? Leading the league in scoring? This is why it was such a steal to get Ryan Getzlaf. Oh my goodness. 34 points in 17 games. Drink that milk, baby. And Kotaspikov in 4th and Redden in 5th? You what? Okay. Okay. Calendar and back to work. Where are we here? Let's get to the second. Back to work. Keep it rolling. 4-1 loss, 2-1 win. Ratchnik is healthy. Velchenkov, it won't show me anything about him, so we'll go back to how it was. Ratchnik is back. Very good. Go Sens. Hey, welcome, Hobbsy. Apparently, there's in-flight Wi-Fi. Look at you. Okay. We're doing this internationally, or interprovincially, I should say, right? Getzlaf is going off. Yes. Welcome, Hobbsy. Perfect timing. Welcome to the Ryan Getzlaf Masterclass. 4-2 win. Now Hainsey out for 3 weeks. Okay. 3-2 loss. 4-3 win. Vitlinish done with the player development. Kultaspikov. Kulgetspikov. Terry Raskowski's done. So we go back to Vitlinish maybe. And these are all 200 plus days. Erickson. No, these are all long things. These are all undoable pretty much. Peverly would go to the beginning of next season if we do anything for him. At least he can't hurt us in the 07 finals this time, only help us. Yes, we'll see you in the 07 final. We could finish off Volchenkov's hitting, but how much is he a piece for us? I don't know, but let's just do it. Okay. Continuing on to the second, we're 17-4-0 here against the Flames. Jason Blake and Rene Bourque on waivers. Nah, I don't feel like wasting my time. Yogin, fractured hand. I guess I should have picked him up. No, that's unfortunate. UC Jokinen. So that's going to be Jonasson moving up. Stepniak moving up. Ryder moving up. And this guy Santiago. I don't know who that is, but he'll go there. Okay. Hey, James, welcome to the stream. Back to the NHL. Okay. Where are we? Let's keep on towards the second. There's stoppages every 2 seconds, man. 3-2 win, and now into the month of December. Lovely. All right, so in December, we're now 24-0, 43 points in 24 games from Ryan Getzlaf to lead the NHL. Wow. How's the goaltending doing? Lettinen leading the league in wins, of course, 16 wins. We're at 917 save percentage. Very good. And we also want to see the inbox. So November. I didn't look at the November update here. JVR ranking above Patty Kane, but let's see if anything changed here. I pressed the wrong place. Oh, no, it just didn't give it to us yet. Okay. Anyways, Milo's 43 points in 23 games. Johnny Oduya's raking. Niemi, Neeser, Helm, Rask, Okposo, 26 games in the NCAA. And let's see. Woo! Chuck Kobus, who's up to an 86 now. Oh my goodness. Yes. What a pickup he was. Matt Hendricks down in the AHL is up to an 80. Letang 70. Stempniak 69. So big plus. Carey Lettinen's up to an 88. Yes. Milos at an 82. Kostitsyn 79. Jonasson, Paradis, O'Sullivan, Marchand, and Klaus are all +1. Wow. So now, if we look here, Kobus was ready for third line action. Hossa, if the cap situation gets tight, Hossa's out next year, maybe. I don't know. Lettinen 88. Boy, oh boy. And then the AHL, Milos at an 82. He's ready for NHL action. Look at this growth. 66 to 73 to 80 as a 5th round pick in 2004. What a surprise. And he's ready for NHL action. If not now, then definitely next season. It's tough to squeeze him in right now, but he's at an 82. Kostitsyn grows to a 79. At least there's that. Even though the potential has been disgusting, at least there's that. And Yeah, awesome. Let's go back to the NHL. Chuck Kobasu. Okay. And back to the office. Sim through his game against the Flyers. No, dismiss. 3-2 loss. Okay, I should just go back to the calendar. What am I saying? 2 low motivation guys beating the odds in Kobasu and Milas. Yes. Love seeing those stories. Even Jonasson. Let's go see one of our old rivals, the Pittsburgh Penguins. They haven't really been a rival in recent years, but at the start of the series, absolutely they were. Savard out for 2 weeks. Ooh, that's too bad. But gives a chance for Chris Neal to get in this lineup. So Alfie moves up. Eriksson moves up. Kobasu moves up. And Chris Neal joins the 4th line. That's what we'll do. And on power play 2, Radek Bonk will get some more ice time now. And for penalty kill, also, actually, probably Peverly. Let's give Peverly some more ice time then, playing some penalty kill. Okay, so 6-0 and 5-2 wins right there. We're going to face the Canadiens again in a 4-2 victory. Now we're in Pittsburgh taking on the Penguins. We're 23-5-0. They are 11-13-4. Here we go. Malone, Yager, still got all those guys there. Mario Lemieux. Oh, yeah, Chris Neal. He's here, Hobbsy. Chris Neal is here. We got him in free agency past offseason. Yeah, last offseason we got him. 1-0 early. Marian Hossa on the power play from Camilleri and Yashin. Pittsburgh power play killed off. Yes, he's back in this lineup. Welcome home, Chris Neal. Second period now, out shooting by more than double. We are. 1-1. There's Brad May. Then Alfie answers right back from Redden and Getzlaf. Getzlaf's 29th assist of the year on Alfredsson's 8th goal. Power play Sens killed off. We're only 1 for 5. Power play Penguins. There you go. Killed off, but Andrew Ferentz scores right after. Matthew Barnaby, classic. Third period now, 2-2 game. Shots are 32-19, but it's all tied up with 10 minutes to go. We're 1 for 5 on the power play. There, excuse me, all the hiccups are coming again. 0 for 4. Final 3 minutes. Will we see overtime? Yes, we will. And in overtime, the Penguins win. Mario Lemieux, of course. It's Super Mario. Chris Neal, my beloved. Welcome home, King. There you go. Hobbsy's happy. I don't think it was waivers. I think it was in free agency, if I'm remembering correctly. Almost like my dear beloved son, Rasmus Ristolainen. All right, so of course we lose against the Penguins. Nothing new there. Let's keep on going to the start of the next month. Yeah, we'll go to the Devils on the 2nd of January in the 2007 calendar year. UC Jokinen shot blocking. He's done that. Let's get back to it. Can we do Jokinen again? Do we do Kostitsin? Probably a waste. I have hope in UC Jokinen to grow one of these days, or grow enough to make the NHL. It's offensive awareness. Welcome back. And sim till the date. That was our first overtime loss of the entire season, by the way. 3-2 overtime loss. Ron Hainsey's healthy. Best lines. Dismiss. 4-1 win. Alfredsson concussion out for 3 days. Oh, for 3 days. Happy to catch the stream mid-flight, but Neil is my added bonus. There you go. Just don't shout too loud on the plane. Let's go. Yeah, let's move up Eriksson. We'll move up Hossa. And we'll move up Franzen, where John Leclerc joins the lineup. There you go. Johnny Leclerc. And we'll give Chuck Kobasu the power play time while Alfie's out. Only for 3 days. Come on, guys. We'll be okay. Sim through the next few days. Marchand done the defensive awareness. There's a lot of stoppages, I got to say. But it's nice to see the team growing. Marchand. Do we go Letang? Back to Letang. Vlasic, high top four. There's a lot of guys. We're going to have to start cutting the fat away eventually, right? Stastny. Let's do Stastny. Let's have him work on the shot blocking. There's a lot of guys that we want to get growing in this system, and it's tough. How's the development looking, actually? Player development. Sorry. Players. Everyone's training on... No, not everybody. Klesla. Hainsey. And boys. Everybody green. Red for Volchenkov because he's scratched, yeah. Red from Neeser, playing in the QMJHL. Paradis, even Rask. But where could I move them? I have to sign them and then move them to the KHL or something? Might want to focus on high motivation guys with HPD, high player development for training. Yes. Should we move some of these guys or what? I don't know. In the league that they play, you know? Like sign Paradis and then move him somewhere else. Same for Neeser. Oh, head of player development. Oh, okay. I see. Thanks. Brad Paradis. He's 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. His 6th season with the Victoria Royals. You could, but it's somewhat common to see guys in red. Rask may be caught behind someone, though. I wonder. Tuukka Rask won't let me click on him. Of course it won't. Depth chart. Rask, 14 appearances with Kamloops. NCAA always an option. Yeah. Nothing really speaks to me so much we need to make a big change. Let's see the Maple Leafs here. Rivalry game against the 15, 14, and 2 Maple Leafs. Bot, Antropov, Chichu, and Herdina leading the way for them. Yeah, it doesn't move me enough to say that we have to do that. I hear what you're saying, Cagney. I don't even disagree. Just, I don't know. Chichu's 11th from Antropov and Ice Bear Sully opening it up for the Maple Leafs. Second period now. Shots are pretty even. Both teams 0 for 1 on the power play. Maple Leafs now 0 for 2, but it's 2-0 nonetheless. There are 1 for 3 with a power play goal from Bobby Ryan, but Marian Hossa with his promotion in the lineup is back. Ryan Getzlaf ties the game with his 28th goal of the season already. Kotaspikov, Eriksson, Yashin, Camilleri getting the assists. It's a 2-2 game here in the third period. Shots now are pulling away 27-22. It's a power play goal from Marian Hossa from Camilleri and Yashin. His 7th of the year. Marian Hossa puts us up after down 2-0. Now it's a 3-3 game. Antropov ties it. Power play Maple Leafs late, killed off, final 2 minutes. And it's Marian Hossa, the hat trick winner. His 8th of the year and 3rd of the night. Oh my goodness. How about that? No, sorry, I get it, Cagney. Sorry, I'm just talking. Trying to keep an eye on the comments at the same time. Hossa with a hat trick, Camilleri with 3 assists, and Yashin 2 assists. What a night there. Big comeback, 4-3 victory. Marian Hossa has some life. He's enjoying the spot in the lineup with Alfredsson out, but he's about to be back. There you go. Alfredsson now back and fully healthy. So he'll replace John Leclerc, Franzen, Hossa, Eriksson, and Kobasu, and even Camilleri here. Welcome back, Daniel Alfredsson. And I don't know. It's going to be tough with the contract situation. Next year might be tough. Does it tell us how much we have in the extension dollars? 12.76 for Bonk, Eriksson, Obey, Peverly, Vitlinish, Volchenkov. It's a lot of names. Let's keep on simming. Mark Savard is healthy as well. Okay, now we're really back to full health. Great. So Savard back, Neil out, Kobasu down, Eriksson down, even Alfredsson down. Yeah, he's playing first line. I forgot. And Peverly out here, and Bonk out here. All right, we're back to normal. We'll have to move someone. Yeah, I don't know if it's going to be Hossa, but I'll move someone. 5-1 win there against Boston. 58 points in 34 games now for Ryan Getzlaf, who is 3rd in league scoring. Now behind Pavel Bure and what's his name? Svitov? Alexander Svitov. Actually, no, they're tied. They're all tied with 58 points for the league lead. But the most goals in the league going to Ryan Getzlaf right now. That's crazy. All right, let's keep on going to the second. Where are we? The second rivalry game for sure. Jonassen's done his defensive awareness. Do we go Jonassen again with his low top 6? We could, yeah. He's a 2-way forward. Or is he too long to change him? He's too passing. Rocket forgets. I'd love to see that. Okay, continuing on. Rangers 4-3 win. James Wisniewski done his shot blocking. Probably Wisniewski again. Yeah, let's do hitting. Okay. Now, can I please simulate a week? World Junior rosters. Rask, Jarmelson, and Okposo being selected for the World Juniors. That's great. 4-3 overtime loss, 7-5 win, 3-2 win. Welcome to the year 2007, ladies and gentlemen. What a year on the planet Earth. Welcome to January. Let's see what the inbox has for us. Prospect report, minus 62 points in 37 games. Great stuff from the AHL squad. Niemi with 30 wins, 4 shutouts, 920 save percentage, 1.87 goals against average. Neeser, Marchand, Kaller, Helm, Rask, 13 wins, 907 save percentage. James, I'm playing as the Sharks. I got to 2035, and the number 4 prospect has my name. Should I draft myself? Absolutely. That's crazy. I love it. Absolutely. My official beginning of being a Sens fan is approaching. Very good. We're almost there, Hobbsy. Hopefully, this is just like in the real world, 07 Cup final. Okposo 44 and 22 in the NCAA. And more growth from nice. +2s to Stastny and Gerby. +1 to Niemi, Rask, Paradis, Krejci, Klauser, and Thielen. Very good. Very good. December update of the draft. JVR still number 1. Patty Kane number 2. Robert, who's this guy again? Was this a created player? I don't think so. Interesting. What overall is Rask now? Rask is now a 75 overall. Niemi up to an 80. Maybe he's the backup next year. Here we go against the 24-9-4 New Jersey Devils. We have the most shots per game at 35.7. Most goals for per game at 4.1. Second least goals against at 2.4. Best power play at 23.3. Sixth best penalty kill at 86.6. Let's do it. Here against our old buddies, the New Jersey Devils. Power play sends early, killed off right away. He's creative? He's a created guy? Well, no, he's generated. Yes, he's generated. But is he created? Was he created by us, I'm thinking. But yes, he's generated. Kotasmikov's 25th goal of the season on the power play opens things up from Redden and Eriksson. 1-0. Sorry, 2-0 now. Ryan Getzlaf's 31st unassisted. Power play sends, killed off halfway through this game. 3-0. Thomas Caberlet with just his 3rd of the year. Power play goal from Savard and Hossa. Forgot about the creative players. Yes, there's more to come. There's still more to come. 3-0 here in the 3rd period. There's the Devils with Richard Zednik breaking the shutout. Rafalski and Niedermeyer getting the assists. 10 minutes ago in the 3rd period, the Devils 0 for 4 on the power play tonight. Our penalty kill was strong. 5 minutes ago with a 2-goal lead, and that will be all she wrote. 3-1 sends the final. Letton makes 26 saves. Redden an assist. Getzlaf a goal. Eriksson, that was his 200th game played. Is that what I saw? 200th game played for Eriksson. Look at that. What's his name? McKinnon? Is that what you're saying? Let's keep on going. We love to see it. All right. Sullivan in the 3rd percentage. No. Who else we got here? 3-2 loss, 5-3 loss. Back-to-back losses the first time this year, I think. 3-1 win, 4-1 loss. Krejci done offensive awareness. Head of player development. Yeah, we want to make sure the guys with high, like it's going to be Marchand or Rask takes how long? 703 days. Jarmelson, Vlasic, Krejci. Let's give some continued love to Brad Marchand. Shooting for him. Oh, Mac Thompson. There you go. You're your creative player. Okay. Let's just keep simming. 4-3 overtime loss, 2-1 win. Locking on waivers, no thank you. 3-1 win, 2-1 win, 4-2 win. And Canada, your 06 champions. Yes, Okposo with 12 points in the tournament. Jarmelson had 7. Rask, 5 games, just 1 win, 864 save percentage. Ouch. As Canada wins the 2006 World Juniors. Gold to Canada, silver to Sweden, bronze to the US as Italy got relegated. No. And Switzerland promoted. Nikolai Bergfors, is this him? There, Nicholas Bergfors. Look at him. With 15 points in 7 games. So Canada winning their first goal since 2004. They won 1, 2, 3, 4 in a row. Then they lost back-to-back, and now they're back to winning the gold once again. How was game 7 here? 6-2 Canada. Woo! US beat Czechia 12-2 in the bronze medal game. But Canada won 6-2 for the gold. All right, let's keep on simulating. See where we get. 5-1 loss, 5-0 win. Niemi out for 3 weeks. Great. Best lines. 4-3 win, 3-2 overtime loss. And now here we are in February. Francis Caberlet being offered to us, Thomas's brother, for Patrick O'Sullivan and Caller. I will pass. Yeah, Lacton would not like that. That's for sure. Stop the sim. What day is your February 3rd? We're 37, 10, and 3. Wow. It's not jammed because the thing is still moving over here. But what is the hold up? Is it because it's a new month? Because I pressed stop simulating? 35 goals from Koltaspikov, 74 points from Ryan Getzlaf through what? 50 games? Wow. Hello. And it's jammed, right? At least it's simmed. It's saved on the new month. The auto save saved on the new month, at least. Thomas Caberlet demands a trade after GM data rejects trade to bring František to town. Sorry. Couldn't do it, Thomas. Okay, do I close the game? It doesn't matter. We have the auto save, but do I close the game or what? Hello. Okay, I'll close the game, I guess. Oh, boy. Classic. Give me a quick moment. Close the window. Let's try again. Let's try this one more time. Load career, February 1st. Autosave. Love the autosave feature. James saying, I've been having lots of trouble since the last Windows update with lag and crashing. Really? Well, I'm using Mac, but still. Tomas tosses chair on fire. I want him to say happy, man. And we're back. There we go. And full screen. There we go. All right. Now let's go check the inbox. All right, there we go. That's the growth we want to see. So January, Patty Kane back to number 1. February, let's see the update here. Miles with 76 points. Love that. Niemi, 35 wins. Oddman, welcome to the stream. Everyone has to look up to Morgan Wallen and they might regret it. Neeser, Kaller, Helm, all the same guys at the top of all those categories. And growth, let's see. Okposo +2. Yes. Jarmelson, Nathan Nichols, Anton Strawman, all +2. Miles is now at an 83 overall. This guy's ready for the NHL. He's going to bump Rich Peverly out. O'Sullivan, Marchand, Klauser, and Thielen all +1. Man, loving the growth this season. Loving the growth. Getzlaf, 74 points. May as well save while I'm here. And then we'll keep on going. We're 38, 10, and 4. As we'll continue on towards the All-Star. Actually, we simmed through the All-Star break. I'm sorry about that. Oh, and I couldn't even see. Oh, I wanted to see the All-Stars. I'm sorry about that. It's too late now. Okay. Let's keep on going towards the trade deadline. No, thank you. 3-1 win, 3-1 win. Redden out for 5 days. Best lines for 5 days. No, thank you. 3-1 win. Okay, there's a nice little streak of games. Thank you. Now Redden is back. So he'll go back over here. There we go. Lock it up. Special teams. Put Bonk, huh? Redden is back. Lock. Tianov. If you know, you know. Okay, let's keep on going towards the deadline. What a year this has been. 3 loss against the Penguins, of course, and they'll be the ones that beat us. There you go, to break our streak. O'Duya out for 2 weeks. Best lines. Foster, no, pass. Paul Stastny done the shot blocking. 6-4 win against the Penguins. Good. Head of player development here, so let's focus on one of the high guys. Little love for Mark Edward Vlasic. Or do we go back to Krejci? All these are pretty long, except for shot blocking. Yeah, let's do shot blocking. That'll be a short one, 90 days. All right. Niemi's healthy. Great. 3-2 loss, 3-2 win. UC Jokinen. Let's work with who, Jay Beagle? Or maybe just keep on going back to the Jokinen. Love me some. Anyone less than 73 days? Hendricks? Anyone less than 73 days? No. Stempniak, 73. Anyone less than 73? No. 69, not enough. Or too much, I should say. Kosticin, 60 days. Brings it to next year. No. Tough one. All right, Jokinen it is. For 73 days. Already almost that time. All right, approaching the All-Star break. 4-2, 3-2 wins there. Milas, what a machine. We'll go back to him again. Back to the well. Oof, now it's at 147 days, though. Yeah, it's a bit long for Milas. Hendricks. Milas, I don't know who's going to be in the NHL next year. Beagle, 43 days. Oh, I should have done Beagle in the last one. All right, 43 days for Beagle for passing. Let's do that. All right, so we're coming up on the trade deadline now. Scratchtons for O'Sullivan and Beagle, no. For Boys and Beagle. I mean, it's not a bad trade. Just this guy would be our 8th D. So what are we going to do with Scratchtons? Oh, do your best lines. Okay, so trade deadline coming up now. Let's go to the office. Ryan Getzlaf with 87 points. His points per game has slowed down, but I'll still take 87 in 64 happily. 40 goals from Kotaspikov and 39 from Getzlaf right now. 62 points from Wade Redden. Oh my goodness. 54 from Yashin, 52 from Alfie, 49 from Savard. Mike Camilleri, I say only, but only 46. I would have thought a little bit more, but he's playing 1509. He's at plus 30 though. That's great. No, it can't be too picky here. Bonk has moved down, sadly. Goaltending, Lettinen, he's winning those games. He has a 921 save percentage, 2.14 goals against average. Yes, Kari Lettinen. That was the right decision to pick him up when we did. Okay. So I don't really see the need for any moves over here. I think we keep going as we've been. We have our 13th forward. We have our 7th D. The team is firing on all cylinders. We'll take a little peek at the depth at the trade blocks, but I think we're going to keep going on through. Who's on the league block right here, according to overall? Lubomir Visnovsky is a great one. Roman Hammerlick, who we wanted way back when. Patrick Lalime on the trade block. There he is, having some tough times in Minnesota. That's why we moved on from him at the right time. Team is loaded. No need to add. Yeah, I hear you. Whoa, look at Marco Sturm. 8-year contract at $4.5 million. Negative value already. Wisnowski's interesting, but just for example, right? For example, they'd be wanting a first and a second. That's not a bad price, but where is he going to play? Third pair defense as an 86? I mean, it wouldn't be the craziest thing in the world to take out Eriksson and to put Wisnowski. But do I want to dump a first and a second just to have a better third pair D? I don't know. What do you all think? Hammerlick would cost Neeser and a first-ish. Brian Rolston for a forward cost Klauser and a first. If there was a 1-year negative value, I'd be in. Negative value for 1 year. They're all for 2 years at least. But sometimes in the last year, they have positive value. And he's 2 years in it, like Richie, 82 overall with 2 years left. McEachran at 2 years isn't crazy. I don't know. The picks have so much value for us, it's hardly worth the rental price. Yeah. McEachran would get us what? We can take on a top 9 prospect just for fun to take on 1 year of McEachran, but who knows what's going to have to happen with our salary cap this offseason. No, it would have to be a 1-year guy. So no, we're not making any moves here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm content. Let's just keep on rolling. Grabbing 2 years when we're up against the cap would potentially hurt us. Yeah, I hear you 100%. Let's keep on simulating and we'll go see, I don't know. Let's just sim and see what happens. We will pass. La chance, luck. The luck for a second-round pick will pass. Through the deadline, we'll check out what the rest of the league did, though, once the deadline passes. And now here we are. Trade deadline, dismiss. We'll see what the rest of the league did. 1-0 loss. Is that our first time being shut out all season? Camilleri. That took a while. That's nice. Remember, he'll grow to an 88, I wonder. Now all of Camilleri's are 487 days or longer, so goodbye. And Getzlaf, like we said, are all also 488 days or longer. Goodbye. Who do we look at now? Rich Peverly. 132 days for passing. I guess that's our only choice. All right, what else happened around the league when it came to trades? Trade deadline. Oh, busy trade deadline. A lot of moves. All right, let's see. The trade deadline here in 2007. Well, leading up to the deadline, what else happened around the league? Okay, not much. Chris Mason and a first for Eric Christensen, K, and a fifth on the 18th in January. Right for a third. Is this Ray or Ryan Whitney? Ray Whitney for James Reimer and a first. Wow, New Jersey paying a high price for Ray Whitney. Miroslav Satan going to Florida for a first. Freddie Modine to Dallas for a second. Valerie Bure for a prospect and a second. Keith Primo for a prospect and a second. JP Dumont to Detroit. Brian Boyle. Yes. And a first to Buffalo. And a fourth and part of JP Dumont's contract to Atlanta. Zygmunt Palffy to Vancouver for a prospect and a second. Brian Rolston for a prospect and a second to Montreal. Sammy Kapanen to Tampa Bay for who was this? Cal O'Reilly? Yeah, Cal O'Reilly and a second. Kavanagh to Colorado for Adam Cracknell and a third. Yves Tremblay? Yannick. Hey, Yannick. Ah ouais, Yannick. Il vient d'où, lui? De Pointe-aux-Trembles. Oui. Love Pointe-aux-Trembles. Yannick Tremblay for Pierre-Alexandre Parenteau and deuxième, second-round pick. Lubomir Vesnovsky ends up being traded just for a first-round pick. All right, he goes to Pittsburgh. Great. Roman Hamrlik to Toronto. Fantastic for a first. Radim Radek. What am I saying? I'm thinking Radim Verbata. Radek Dvorak to the Islanders for a first. Sergei Brelin for Rob Schremp in a second. Bill Guerin to Edmonton for Sanderson in a second. Steve Sullivan to Vancouver for a second. Brian Smolinski for 2 prospects and a second. Hoagland for a second. Justin Thibault for a first-round pick. Matthew Schneider to New Jersey. Great for a third and a fifth. Patrick Lalime goes to Tampa Bay for a first-round pick. How about that? Minnesota gets some ROI. Sean Horkoff to Tampa Bay for a fifth. Store for, who is this? Bernie Geoffrion's grandson. Yes. Blake Geoffrion for with a second. Jan Bulis to Detroit for a second, and then 50% of the contract to LA. Wow. Anybody remember when Rob Schremp was the next big thing? Yeah. Remember when I saw a post the other day, Rob Schremp walked so that Easton Cowan could run when it came to the London Knights. Okay. Back to the calendar. Actually, no, now it's the third. Let's check out more growth. Recent surges. Yes, there we go. Krejci, Letang, Gerby, and Foligno all +2. Niemi, Marchand, and Klauser all +1. Yes. Prospect report. Miles with 100 points now in 64 games. Love it. Gustafson's at 83. Okay. James Wisniewski at 74. Awesome. Niemi, 40 wins, 1.86 goals against average, 921 save percentage. And down the list we go there. Rask, 23 wins, looking good. Really good numbers from him. Yaroslav Halak, not the greatest numbers. Okay. McDonald's had hockey cards. There was one set where the only guy needed was Rob Schremp. He was nearly impossible to find. He was really the next big thing, eh? All right, where are we at here? Let's see. Let's go to the end of the year. Why not? Let's go to the last game of the season now at this point. There's going to be a lot of stoppages between now and then, but let's start going. Steve Ott, best lines. Jonasson passing. Working with Marcel Dion. Jonasson. Offensive awareness. Okay. Keep on going. 8-1 win. Love it. James Wisniewski done hitting. Jeff Chikrin's going to teach him what now? Can I go back to him again? Oh, yeah, we could, for sure. Let's do some shooting on Wisniewski. Not HLM related, but my notifications tell me Barger homered again. Are you kidding me? 4 straight games of Barger. Wow. Too bad he was horrible in our MLB series. We're just not great. Chuck Kobasu, shot blocking. Loving the growth. Loving the growth. Kobasu would take how long now? Yeah, 234 days. Goodbye. No one we can almost do at all here. Ratchnick, 70. I could finish Ratchnick's shooting, 76 days. That was started a long time ago, I think. Great. Okay, 4-2 win. Marchand, done. Every 2 seconds there's somebody. Back to Marchand again, because there's also another one that's about to finish. Marchand will do hitting. And then Okposo's done in a day. So advance. He's done. If you run out of options, then adding another side for any D is always a good idea. True. Okposo's done. Now I'll give some love to... It's got to be Marc-Edouard Vlasic now. Got to give him some love. Let's do defensive awareness on Marc-Edouard Vlasic. Oops. All right. We'll do injured again. Okay. There you go. Look at that win streak to end the year. There we go. There are those wins. There are those wins. We're on an 8-game win streak. 9-1-0 in our last 10 games. Keep it running. 6-3 loss. Now we're into April. We'll check out the inbox in just a moment. Will we beat last year's totals? Jokinen injured again. Goodbye. And yes, there's win number 60 for the first time in franchise history. 58 last year, 60 this year. Can we hit 61? We'll find out. Let's see. That was the last update for the prospects. Growth, 130 points from Milas right now. Can't wait to see him in the NHL next year, as he's already an 84 overall. Yes, a 5th-round pick who has had incredible growth. And he'll be, after his first AHL season this year, he will be an NHLer absolutely next year. Monster season. Even James Wisniewski, got to give it to him. What a year from him. 48 points with the KHL, and then 92 in the AHL. Niemi, 52, 5-2 is Antti Niemi. Halak, 28, 4-2. Okposo, 85 points in 47 games. That's the NCAA, though, yeah. Okay. Keep an eye on you, Kyle Okposo. Last game of the year now against the 41-31-9 Calgary Flames. Here we go. We've clinched the division once again, absolutely. And I would think a President's Trophy. 105 points from Getzlaf, 104 from Koltaspakov. Let's see, the last game of the year. Can we hit 61 wins to further our franchise record? Let's see it. Here against the Flames, power play Calgary early, and it's a Koltaspakov with his 53rd goal of the year from Savard and Caberlet. 53 goals from Igor Koltaspakov. Already the greatest player in the history of Kazakhstan. Isn't Nick Antropov from there too? But Koltaspakov takes it. Here in the second period, Morris ties it from Robin Regier. 1-1 game. Is that Derek Morris? That was his name was? 5 minutes to go in the second period. Shots 27-16 in our favor. Power play Sens. There it is. Koltaspakov's 54th of the year and second of the night from Alfie and Eriksson. We're 1 for 2 in the power play. 2 from Igor. 54 on the year. Power play Calgary is killed off. 10 minutes left in the third. Power play Flames again. They're now 0 for 4 tonight. They have another power play now, 0 for 5. Power play Sens, put it to bed, and we'll hang on to the 2-1 victory as Igor Koltaspakov carries the team. First star honors. Lettinen makes 26 saves. Noodles with 34, but it's not enough. And will win the season finale to officially end with a 61-17-4 record in a franchise record season. Advancing a day now, so everyone plays game 82. Kazakhstani Canadian. Oh, I did not know. Thank you. I knew that he had that flag next to him. Jay Beagle's done his development. Very good. That has to be next year, though. Very good. And now here, everyone played 82 games. Good. Is it another President's Trophy? Yes, it is. 116 points from the Devils, of course. So hard against them. But we win with the most. Finished with the most wins in this on the season. Best goal differential. Most goals for. Second least goals against. Second best power play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th best penalty kill, ending on a 3-game win streak to close off the season. What a year. Atlanta down in the basement. Actually, let's look at this. Yeah, and Minnesota down in the basement. Eesh, tough trade in the end with Lalim, but there you have it. And now for the points leaders. Koltaspakov finishes 7th in league scoring with 106 points, 54 goals, 52 assists. What can be said? What can be said about the assassin from Astana? I'm at a loss when it comes to Igor Koltaspakov. I love this man so much. What a season for his 3rd year in the NHL. Getting all that ice time, and actually a little less than last season, but 24 more goals and 22 more points. Love you, Igor. Ryan Getzlaf, he has arrived now in his 4th NHL season, but first with all that ice time from 14:46 to 23:07. Crazy duo between Getzlaf and Koltaspakov. The future of this team, absolutely. We are just getting started between Getzlaf and Koltaspakov. Great year from Getzlaf, 105 points. You should create Colt as a player in the next EA series. Way ahead of you, man. Way ahead of you. Wade Redden ends with 77 points. Not the best he's ever done. He ties last year, and it's less than the last couple of years, but still so consistent for Wade Redden, who never did this in the real world, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 straight seasons of 77 points or more. Man, with how many awards does he have now? He has, so I can see it right here. With 1 James Norris and 2 Paul Coffeys, will he get another one or 2 this year? Daniel Alfredsson ends with 68 points, which is a bit of a step back for him, actually. The ice time went down a little bit. He's now 34. Honestly, it's understandable. Alexei Yashin as well, from 90 to 67, now at 33 years of age. But the ice time did drop dramatically by 5 minutes. So, again, understandable. Let's see. Mark Savard had 62 points this season, 4 less than last year, playing 3 less minutes of ice time. Again, no problem with me. Mike Camilleri, I would have wanted maybe a little bit more from Camilleri this year. Only 6 more points. Less ice time, similar ice time, whatever you want to say, but now he's an 87. I would have wanted just a tad more from Camilleri, but we can be content with 57 points in his 3rd NHL year. He'll continue to grow. Louis Eriksson in his rookie season, 54 points, playing 15-19 of ice time. What a machine. Louis Eriksson, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Very balanced scoring from the top, outside the top guys. Yes, you're right. Caberlet had 52 points. Welcome back. He had a bit of a drop couple of years. He had 64, 65, then 50, 47, but now back-to-back 52s. We'll take those. It's only a difference of a few points, but I'm happy to see back in the consistently 50-point range. Marian Hossa had a 40-point season. Yeah, that's what we're going to get from him now, playing 12 minutes. So, Calder? Question mark? From Louis Eriksson? It could be. Phillips 28, Ratchnik 25, Bonk 23. Yeah, with the ice time, playing 10:43. That's what we're going to get from him. Vidlianish 16, Franzen 16. Chuck Kobasu only 14 points from the 87 overall, but playing 9 minutes per night. Let's give him next year the ice time that he deserves, at least on the 3rd line, when one of those top 9 guys move out, like whether it be Hossa or Yashin or whatever, and we'll see what he can do then. Peverly 12 points, Eriksson 5. Neal 1 goal in 7 games. Love it. Are we going to look at the created players at stream's end? I hadn't planned on it, but if you have certain players you want to look at, I can definitely go and do that. No problem. Now, let's see. All scoring. So Peter Forsberg wins the Art Ross with 121 points. How about the Rocket? It's Kotasmakov! 2 goals in the last game gets him his first career Maurice Richard trophy. Igor Kotasmakov, Stanley Cup, All-Star, KHL Cup, KHL Conn Smythe, and now a Rocket Richard in his 3rd NHL season at the age of 22. Igor Kotasmakov, we love you. Yeah, you're right. Plus minus. So Eriksson was a plus 27. Love to see that. Sikora plus 55. Wow. Igor. Most assists, it's Whitney with 82, who got picked up by the Devils. Scored 28 points in 17 games. 34-year-old Ray Whitney. Wow. Back to points. So there's Igor. Very good. What else can we look at? Most blocks. Kevin Bieksa. Most hits. Yeah, the hits. 549 hits. Yeah. 13 game-winning goals from Kotasmakov, 12 from Ryan Getzlaf. Looking forward, Mac Thompson. We're looking forward, Mac Thompson, and Brick Wall with the unique nationality. Yes. Yanni Niederman playing 31:01 of ice time per night. What? The Corsi, probably more. Hey, look at all the Canucks. 3 Canucks with the best Corsi 4. Blah, blah, blah. Most penalty minutes, 82 only to Beach. Okay, anyways, how about defense? Let's see. Defense, Wade Redden tied for the league lead, but in 80 games, I wonder if they'll give it to him with the higher points per game. I wonder. We'll see if Wade Redden wins the James Norris and or the Paul Coffey, but Wade Redden up there, tied for the most points in the league as a defenseman. Hits includes gentle shoves in HLM, or just any body contact. And goaltenders, Kari Lehtinen ends with the most wins at 53. The best goals against, I would imagine, for goalies who played more than best goals against average at save percentage at 922 save percentage. And I was looking at the right one. Yes. Lundqvist had the better save percentage. So Lehtinen ends first in goals against average and second in save percentage of goalies who appeared in at least 65 games, or whatever you want to say. 4 shutouts, not the highest in the league, but goal saves above expected. He was second behind only Henrik Lundqvist. Redden for Coffey Norris sweep. That would be the first time, right? I'd love to see that. What a year from Kari Lehtinen. If we look at all players, if we look at the rookies, this guy, who's Leonard? Fernando Leonard with 63 points probably wins the Calder over Louis Eriksson, who at least would be a nominee. Yeah, hopefully still a while away for the seeing the awards. Hopefully not just yet. You want to see who? Mac Thompson? Mac Thompson, one of the created players for Mighty Joe. Mac Thompson, drafted in the 2nd round by Minnesota, still playing with the Tri-City Americans in the WHL. There he is. He was a 2nd round pick, 34th overall. WHL playoff MVP in 2006. Look at that. 74 overall with that low elite potential. There you go. Mac Thompson. And then Brick Wall. How's he doing? Brick Wall, undrafted from Egypt, right? Yes. Brick Wall, still out there. Draft rank 172. We'll see. Playing with Michigan State University in the NCAA. Crazy numbers as well. 6'7" from Suez. Ice Bear and Me 6? Sure. Now's a good time if you have any requests, everybody. Ice Bear Sully. In his 4th NHL season, he put up 78 points this year. High elite, 23 years old, and 92 overall. World Junior gold medalist. He's on a $5.1 million deal. 92 overall, big growth there. And finally, Me 6. Me 6 is an 89 overall. He had a 74-point season in his sophomore year. Yes, very good. Still on a cheap deal. They're good, but they're no Jay Peterman. Exactly. Let's check out Jay Peterman. Is he back from Burma? Or is it Myanmar? Jay Peterman in his sophomore year, 34 and 82. Ouch. High elite, 86 overall. What's the ice time for him? 13:32. Jay Peterman. What a guy. Let's back out of all that. There we go. Anything else we got to see here? I don't think so. So now the big question, who will we be facing in round number 1 for the 2007 postseason? The New York Rangers, of course. It's Brodeur, it's Roy, and now we're facing off against Henrik Lundqvist, the 2 best goalies in the NHL. And if we win, let me guess, we get to face off against New Jersey or Pittsburgh. They'll play against each other. Oh, come on. Oh. Here it is in the bracket, or I could look at it like this. Ottawa versus New York, 1 versus 8. Rangers versus Senators. Devils, Pittsburgh. Devils, Penguins, Panthers, Maple Leafs, Lightning, Islanders. Yeah, Leafs are loaded on our created players. All right, so let's start off here against the New York Rangers, the 07 postseason, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get ready to do it. Checking out their lineup. Let's see who they have. The Rangers, Nedved, Malhotra, and Brendel on the first line. Hlavak. Who's this guy? Jan Hlavak. Okay. With Dominic Moore and Zach Parise on the second line. Isbister, former Senator, with Hendrickson and LaRose on the third. Alex Semin, Sean Avery, and former Senator as well, the Polish Prince, Tchaikovsky. Wow, so a couple of former Sens there. So can we get the current playoff format or what? We'll see what happens. Or with the current in 07, you mean? Johnson, Bannister on defense. Low overall defense. Wojciechowski, Matteau, Leach, Zidlicki. It's 96 overall Henrik Lundqvist, who's keeping them afloat with his ridiculously strong season this year. The C is a CH and have... so Hlavak. Thank you. Sheesh. And who's this guy? Gross, like 81 overall, injured. Yes, those changes come in at the right time, exactly, with the formats and all that, expansions. All right, let's do it, ladies and gentlemen. Game 1, round 1 of the 2007 postseason. We won the Cup 2 years ago. Last year, we lost in 7 in round 2. After 61 wins, let's march our way back, and it all starts here. We are going to have to see some changes this offseason, whether it be Hossa or Yashin or whoever. Let's try and win one last cup, a second cup, and one last cup before some changes come and more of the youth movement takes over in Ottawa. Goals quickly. Semin scores very quickly, and then Yashin 20 seconds later, 1-1 game. Yashin from Redden and Alfredsson. Hendrick scores again. 2 goals on 6 shots on the best goalie in the league, or the 2 best goalies in the league, I suppose. Koltaspikov from Getzlaff. Yashin on the power play, his second from Camilleri. It's 3-2 by the end of the first period. 5 goals. The 2 best goalies in the league, and there's 5 goals scored in the first period. Sheesh. All right. 3-2 game. Quieter second period so far. Power play Sens killed off. We're 1 for 4. They're 0 for 3. Third period now with a 1-goal lead, a quiet second after an eventful first. Let's see how the third period ends up. Shots are 35-28 in our favor 12 minutes ago now. Power play Rangers killed off by the Sens, but it's Brendel tying it 6 minutes ago. Power play Senators to potentially put us ahead. Killed off, and we're off to overtime. Here we go. Overtime, 3-3 game. Next player to score will put his team up 1-0 in this series. Power play Rangers is killed off. Halfway through OT1, nothing going yet. Shots 52-39. Both goalies standing on their heads since the first period. Will we see double overtime? Power play Sens, double overtime, killed off. Now here we go into double overtime. 5 minutes in. Shots 62-47, and the Rangers win. Oh, come on. Yes, I did, dog. You added your player. Oh, my goodness. Shots end 62-48, and it's our former friend, the Polish Prince, who wins it in overtime. Lundqvist makes 59 saves. Yashin scores twice, and we drop game 1. Mighty Joe, now's a good time to stop for me. Got to get up early. We'll finish the episode over my breaks tomorrow. Go Sens, go. Thank you, Mighty Joe. Love you, buddy. Thanks for being here. Get some good rest, and we'll talk again tomorrow. I think I did Docky. Or could it be that there was a question I had to ask you and I couldn't do it yet? But I thought I did. If I didn't, then he'll be in the 08 class. But I thought I did. Oduya best lines there. Okay, here we go. Down 1-0. We can't allow Henrik Lundqvist to do this night in and night out. We broke through him a couple times. We need to do it more in game 2. Continuing on home ice, let's make it a best of 5 and split the games in Ottawa. Here we go. Game 2 of round 1. Let's see if it'll be a quieter first period. Power play Sens early, killed off. Halfway through, another power play for the Sens. And it's Getzlaf scoring his first from Kotaspakov as the power play expires. Power play Rangers is killed off. 2 minutes to go. And that'll be the first period. Second period action now. Only 1 goal instead of 5 this time. 1-0 Sens after 20. Now, halfway through this game, power play Ottawa killed off halfway through the second period. Shots are 18-8. And now it's 2-0 thanks to Marian Hossa from Ratchnik and Cabriolet. 2-0 Ottawa. Now into the third period. Power play. Both sides, 4-on-4. Killed off. Back to even strength. 15 minutes. And there's Brendel with his second, making it a 2-1 game. Our lead cut to 1 with 10 minutes to go. Shots 27-15. No, it's Zidlicki tying it at 2. Third period. Yes! Getzlaf with his second, and that'll be enough to win it. Thank you, Ryan Getzlaf. Getzlaf from Savard and Kotaspakov as we win game 2 by a score of 3-2, outshooting the Rangers 35-23. Getzlaf scores twice, Kotaspakov with 2 assists, and we tie this series up at 1. Thank you very much. Oh boy. Now a best of 5 headed to MSG. Thank goodness we needed that one. The Rangers, what was their record, by the way? 39-34-9. Come on now. We got, what, 22 more wins? Here we go. Game 3 at MSG. It's Kotaspakov on the power play. 41 seconds in, but then Brendel with his third on the power play. Kotaspakov from Alfredsson and Getzlaf, and Kotaspakov again from Savard and Getzlaf. 2 assists from Ryan Getzlaf, Getzlafspakov, and Kolgetskapov. It's the couple we all want. Getzlaf from Savard and Kotaspakov, then Leach, then Camilleri on the power play, then Leach. It's 4-2. Now it's 5-2. Camilleri's second. Power play Rangers. Halfway through this game, 7 goals have been scored. Chuck Kobasu from Peverly and Franzen. 4 minutes to go. We're up 6-2. This is the breaking through Henrik Lundqvist that I've been asking for and that we knew that we could do. 6 goals. Trying to speak out. That's exactly what I'm trying to do. Yank Hank. I wonder if they did. All right, huge win in New York. 6-2 the final. Igor Kotaspakov, 2 goals and an assist. Getzlaf a goal and 2 assists. And Mark Savard with 3 assists. Let's go, team. Yes, sir. All right, up 2-1 in this series now. Let's continue on here at MSG for game 4. Up 2-1 in the series. Let's keep that same momentum. Yes, Alexei Yashin from Alfredsson and Redden. Exact same. Yes, Kotaspakov from Getzlaf. Name a better duo than Igor Kotaspakov and Ryan Getzlaf. You can't. You can't. 2 minutes to go. Second period now. Power play Sens killed off. Whew. Leave a like if you haven't already for these two. For Igor and Ryan. Leave a like. If you haven't, they want you to. Come on, do it for them. They're doing it for you. Isbister scores his first of the postseason, but Eriksson answers right back his first career playoff goal from Hossa and Ratching. Then Brendel with his 4th goal. It's 3-2 Sens moving into the third period. Power play Ottawa killed off. Power play New York killed off. We're 0-4. They're 0-4. Both teams total combined 0-8. Now 0-9. Now 0-10 as both teams are 0-5. Power play Sens late. 2 minutes. No! Brian Leach scores. No! Leach scores 2 goals. The third pair defenseman, Brian Leach, the veteran, scores 2 goals in 2 minutes. And we go from up 3-2 to losing 4-3. Are you serious? 39-year-old Brian Leach in his 462nd NHL season, all with the Rangers, by the way. Are you serious? Someone check Brendel for the PEDs. From up 3-2 to losing 4-3 because the third pair old man, no offense, scores 2 goals in 2 minutes and we lose 4-3. Hard to say a bad thing about Leach, I know. I love Brian Leach, but still, he's on something if he's scoring like that at that age. All right, so now we have a 2-2 series. It's a best of 3. The 1 seed and the 8 seed. The 61 win team versus a 39 win team. And it's going to be a best of 3. Yes, that's exactly what Brendel did. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Ryan Getzlaf. Power play goal 30 seconds in. Thank you, Kotaspakov. 2 quick goals is what the doctor ordered for GM data. Getzlaf's 4th from Alfie and Redden. Then Koltasnikov's 5th from Getzlaf and Savard. Zidlicki scores to make it a 2-1 game. 1 goal and 5 shots against Lettinen. Second period now with a 1-goal lead. Shots 16-10. Power play Sens killed off. 4-on-4. Power play Rangers killed off. We're 1 for 5. Are you serious on the power play? Oh my goodness. Here we go. More power plays for so many penalties. The league leader in penalty minutes is 92. And there you go. Nedved scores within the final seconds. Getzlaf opens up the period. 14 seconds in with a huge goal. Then Havlich. Oh my goodness. Ties it at 3. 10 minutes to go. Next one might be the winner. 3-3 game. Power play Sens. Who's got the winner? Let's go. 4-on-4. We're 1 for 7 on the power play. 3 minutes left. Power play Sens late. Don't you dare. Power play Rangers. Overtime now. Next goal puts their team up 3-2 in this series and 1 win away from the second round. Power play Rangers killed off. Rangers power play again. Killed off once more. They're 0 for 10. Power play Senators. Come on. Killed off. Will we see double overtime? Yes. Double overtime now. We need a goal. No, don't let the... Yes. Killed off again. Power play Sens. Come on. Extended power play. Do it. Just do it. No. No. Come on. Koltasnikov. Are you serious that this game had 23 penalties? That's what you're telling me? This game had 23 penalties. We were 1 for 12 and they were 0 for 11. There's something wrong with the power play and the slow sim for both sides. There's something wrong with this game when it comes to power play. We outshoot New York 61-45 and lose 4-3 to now be down 3-2. Are you serious? Are we changing the lines here or what? This is ridiculous. Power play, move up. And what? Lettinen's out? Huh? What? Hold on a second. If I advance a day now, is that what you're going to tell me? And there you go. Concussion out for 2 months. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, 61 wins. Bye. Goodbye. And now Aubin is going to have to be our guy. Goodbye. Goodbye. Oh, man. Who do we have to call up here now? Niemi? They're in the AH. They're in the playoffs. Let's just call up this random guy here. Call up Hurst. Oh, my goodness. Hurst. I don't even know who this guy is. Maybe he'll pull Riley Stepan. Maybe. Now, Aubin's going to play for sure. So if he's backing up, I'd rather just keep it be Aubin. Okay, so what else can we do over here? Stats. 3 points from Camilleri, 4 points from Yashin, 4 points from Alfie. Let's give Hossa the second line minutes one last time. Camilleri, Bonk, Eriksson. So 1 change in the middle 6 and 1 change in the top 4D. That'll be what we do. For the power play, let's put Savard here and Hossa here. That's all we're going to do. Jean-Sébastien Aubin, now the starter. Yeah, a couple power play changes there. 10 points in 5 games from Getzlaf, and it's going to be squandered. Oh, my goodness. 61 win season. We're going to lose to a 39 win team. A 39 win team is going to beat us in 6 games. So help me. Game 6 at MSG. The last game as a Senator for some players, it's looking like. No passion from these older guys. Time to get the youth movement going. The youth has been carrying us. Eriksson from Camilleri and Bonk. It has been all about the youth. Yes, Eriksson from Redden. Yes, Koltasnikov. 3-0 early. Okay, can we please force 7 now? 3-0 early. Don't you dare. Power play. There we go. The power play is still horrible, but we got 1 on the power play at least. Ay, ay, ay. Halfway through this game, 3-0 Sens. 3-1 Isbister breaking the shutout on Aubin. 1-19 now. 2-20. Back-to-back shots going in. Shots 19 and 20. Pavel Brendel. Right, Pavel? Brendel with his 5th. 3-2 game. We lead by 1. 15 minutes to go in the third period. Power play Rangers killed off. 10 minutes to go. Final 9 minutes. Can we push for game 7? Power play Rangers killed off once more. Nedved. Pause. From up 3-0 to blowing it 3-3 in overtime. You know what? This team wasn't built for the playoffs then. 58 wins, 61 wins. Trade the bums out. Yashin, Hossa, get out. Make room for the youth movement. Make room for the youth. We got you your cup. Now get out of here. Unless you have passion. If you have passion and you can score in this overtime to force 7, then I give you your chance to prove yourself. But if you're, just fed up, and if you're just finished and just done, nothing left in the tank, you want to go get traded to Florida or Phoenix, live out your days, and you're done winning cups, that's fine. But let me know. Okay, so let me know in this overtime right here, right now. Let me know. Overtime at MSG. Here we go. Power play Rangers killed off quickly. Thank goodness. Do we force 7 or are we eliminated in 6? Overtime here at MSG. 10 minutes through. Who will be the hero on either side? Power play Rangers, power play Sens killed off. Double overtime for the 3rd time this series. Oh my goodness, the goalies have been incredible. Double overtime for a 3rd time this series. Is that some sort of record? Power play Rangers, extended Rangers power play is killed off. 5 minutes to go. Yes, the Senators have life, and it's Old Man Yashin, assisted by Old Man Alfie, answering the call and doing exactly what I asked for. Exactly what I asked for. If you have passion, so show me. And that's what you did. Thank you very much. Shots end 60-46 as Obey makes 43 saves. Well done. Yashin has the passion, and we're off to 7. Okay, I just want to see the stats quickly here. What's going on with, what's his name? Lundqvist, 924 save percentage, 2.92 goals against average, but a 924 save percentage. No cookies for Brendel. No, none of those. Okay, here we go. Game 7. So you got here. That's great. We win in double overtime. Now, can we make it through 7 against the 8th seed 39-win team, or will the President's Trophy 61-win team lose because of 3 double overtime games? We lost 2 of them, and 0 passion. Or the chance to prove me wrong. Let's go to round 2 and wipe the slate clean. Here we go. Game 7 in Ottawa. Stanley Cup champions just 2 years ago. This is your chance to continue to prove it. Go out there on the ice and show me. First period, power play Ottawa early. There you go. Ryan Getzlaf from Wade Redden, the youth movement. It's all about the youth here in Ottawa. 1-0 early. We're not done yet. 2-0 Getzlaf from Savard. 2 from Getzlaf. He is carrying this team a future. Get this guy an A on his chest. Ryan Getzlaf is a leader out there. 5 minutes in the second period. Getzlaf, hat trick for Ryan Getzlaf. A hat trick. Mark, hold on. Pause this game. Ryan Getzlaf with a playoff hat trick just 25 minutes and 58 seconds into this game. All 3 on the power play as well. Gets on his way to the Data 72 Hall of Fame. There's the channel member emoji that is able to be used by Cagney. Love to see that in the chat. Then Savard from Getzlaf and Koltasnikov. 3 goals and an assist from Getzlaf in less than 30 minutes. 4-1 Sens. 3-goal lead here in Game 7. Don't you dare blow it like last time. Leave a like if you haven't already for some good luck. Let's go. Game 7, 3rd period, up by 3. 15 minutes to go. Final 10. Johnson with the 1 goal for the Rangers. And it looks like we will just barely hang on, ladies and gentlemen. Wi-Fi crash. Welcome back to Hobbsy. Team on his back, absolutely. Getzlaf, first star of the game. Obey with 26 saves. Ladies and gentlemen, your Ottawa Senators are off to round 2 after a scary scare in round 1. We somehow make it through to round 2. Thank goodness. 14 points in 7 games from Ryan Getzlaf. 10 in 7 from Koltasnikov. 9 from Savard. 6 from Alfie. 5 from Yashin and Redden. And down the list we go there. Getzlaf leading the entire postseason in points right now with 14. Rick Nash with 12 and 5 is right behind him. Obey, yes. Lettinen concussed, out for 3 months. So Obey is going to be our guy from here on out. And he did very well, actually, I have to say. Obey in his 2 starts, 2 wins, 945 save percentage, and 1.56 goals against average. There you go, buddy boy. Jean-Sébastien Aubin. And let's see who we're going to face in round 2, the Penguins or the Devils, right? We get a little bit of rest. And in round 2, the Maple Leafs. Okay. The Maple Leafs, who we swept last year in round 1, the 40-win Maple Leafs are against us here in round 2. Let's see the playoffs. Barely won, but doesn't matter as we're off to... Exactly. Doesn't matter how you got there. You got there. So let's see the bracket. So the Devils beat the Penguins in 6. So Senators versus Maple Leafs, Battle of Ontario. Winner goes on to face the Devils or the Islanders in the Eastern Conference Final. In the West, it's the 1, 2, 5, and 6 seeds. Detroit versus Colorado and Vancouver versus Nashville. For us, it's the 1, 2, 5, and 6. Hey, the exact same thing. 1, 2, 5, and 6. 1v6 and 2v5. Huh, how about that? The plot thickens. Here we go. Let's see the Maple Leafs lineup. Toronto. So the Maple Leafs have Sully, Antropov, and Chichu on their first line. Ryan, Peterman, and Bott on their second. Michael Nylander, Mikko Koivu, and Jan Hrdina on their third. Berezin, Ritchie, and Thorburn on their fourth line. Roman Hamrlik with, what's his name again? Daniil Markov. McCabe with Bird on the second pair. Jordy Ben, is that you? Yes, it is. 19-year-old Jordy Ben with Harold on the third pair. 87 overall Mika Kiprasov, backed up by 82 overall Johan Hedberg. And there you have it. All right. Bad year to be a 3 seed, I guess so. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Game 1, round 2 of the 2007 postseason. Let's do it here in Ottawa against our old friends, the Senators. Johan Franzen from Vitalinish to open things up. I think that's his first career playoff goal, right? Antropov, and then Antropov again. 2 goals from him over like 2 minutes. 2 goals on 4 shots. Awesome. But thank you, Ryan Getzlaf. Who else? 15 points now from Getzlaf, from Phillips and Koltaspakov. Redden from Getzlaf and Koltaspakov. And it's a 3-2 Sens game after 20. Second period now. 5-goal first period. Thank you, Daniel Alfredsson is first. He's awake. The captain from Yashin and Hossa. That's crazy. Making his way to Toronto years earlier than expected. Yes. 4-2. From down 2-1 to up 4-2. Power play here for the Leafs to start the third period. Killed off. Shots 29-24 for the Senators. Power play, Maple Leafs again killed off halfway through the third. Up 4-2. Maple Leafs again. They're now 0 for 7 on the power play. We're 0 for 5. 4 minutes to go. 3 minutes. Power play Leafs. And that'll be all she wrote as the Sens win game 1. All 3 stars going to the Maple Leafs. But from down 2-1, we march back to win 4-2. Outshooting Toronto 37-29 and winning 4-2 the final. Thank you very much. Whew. And Ratchnick out for a week. Are you serious? Vitalinish will go up, and Volchenkov comes in. Volchenkov. There you go. HLM loves handing out power plays and making teams go 0-4. Yeah, literally. It's incredible. Power plays mean nothing here. Okay, up 1-0 in the series. Thank you very much. Moving into game 2 now. 16 points, right? In 8 games from Getzlaf. Wow. All right. Here we go. Game 2 of round 2. Who's going to break the ice? Will it be Ice Bear Sully? 5 minutes left in the first. After a 5-goal first period last game. Power plays on both sides and scoreless through 20. Second period now, the Leafs are 0 for 4 on the power play already. And there it is, Jay Peterman, the real Jay Peterman from the Me6 bot, also assisting on Bobby Ryan's first. 2-0 Leafs. We came back from down 2 before. Let's do it again. 5 minutes to go in the second period. Let's go. Can't always be the first line. Third period now, down 2-0. Power play for the Senators goes nowhere. The Leafs are 0 for 8 on the power play. Classic. Love that the losing team gets 3 stars. Exactly. And thank you. Radek Bonk breaks the shutout. 5 minutes left on Kiprasov. Let's go. Let's get another on Mika. But we take a penalty and we lose 2-1. Great. 33 saves from Kiprasov. Bonk got 1 for us. Thank you, Radek Bonk. And we now have a 1-1 series. Best of 5 headed back to Toronto. Now it's May 1st. I should probably also save. And the perfect timing. Cagney sending in the 12:36 after fees there. Trying the whole luck thing again here. On the lookout for signed Koltaspikov merchandise. Thank you, Cagney. Very much appreciated. It's very kind of you. I appreciate it more than you know. And that will hopefully also give a little bit of boost of luck to the boys. Thank you again, Cagney. One of our channel members. A very generous donation to hopefully give us a little bit of luck here. Appreciate you, buddy. Let's hope that this is the one that gets it done. Cagney, forget the donation. The donation gave him the lodge seats, buffet, everything. He was in the room seeing the boys before the game here in Toronto. They've been told that he's in the building. They got to go out there and play for him after losing 2-1 in game 2. Game 3 now. Here we go. Let's go, fellas. GM's buying dinner. Let's go. Yes, he is. The GM's buying dinner. Did I want? No, I saved. Okay, we're good to go. Game 3 of a best of 5 now here in Toronto. Power play Ottawa right away. Nothing but Camilleri. Yes, from Eriksson and Bonk. Thank you very much. 1-1 quickly, though. Thorburn from Hammerlick. Oh, yeah. 5 minutes to go in the first. Maple Leafs score again. Bobby Ryan from Peterman and Bott. Bott has 7 assists in the postseason. Radek Bonk with his second in as many games from Camilleri and Eriksson. Thank you. 2-2 game. Order the whole restaurant. If GM's paying, be careful. Wade Redden from Koltaspikov and Getzlaf, then Ryan, then Hossa from Yashin and Alfie. We're up 4-3 now in the dying minutes of the second. As long as Brendel doesn't sneak in and eat my food. Bobby Ryan with the hat trick to tie this game at 4. Oh, and then Bott makes it 5-4. No! Third period, we're down by 1, being outshot. No, actually, we're out shooting 32. Yes! Oh, goal apiece. Berezin, then Koltaspikov, then Berard. No! Obey falling apart. 8 goals on 33 shots, and that's the game. We score 5, but we allow 8. As Bobby Ryan has 3 goals and 3 assists for the first star. Bot, I'll deactivate you. Give it up. Come on. Oh, we had a good game. We had a good game for the goal scoring. 5 goals and all that. But allow 8. This is where Obey is going to struggle now. Do we go to Niemi? Well, down in the AHL... they're still playing over there. They're fighting for a Calder Cup down here. The 71-7-4 Belleville Senators are fighting for a Calder Cup. I don't think I'm going to call up Niemi. It's hard to say. I know. I'm going to go another game of, what's his name? Obey. New family. Nah, look at that. Nicholas Ryder. Congrats. Michael Ryder with a son eligible in 2025. Okay. 71-7-4 is utterly ridiculous. Here we go. Game 4. Ratcheting down back in 4 days. Okay. Here we go. To tie this series at 2. Thank you. Well done. Jonathan Chichu scores right away from Atropov and Sully. Oh, goodness. Oh, boy. Stretch. I'm going to close my eyes. When I open them, it's going to be 2-1 Senators. 3, 2, 1. No, didn't work. The magic didn't work. It's all because we're in Toronto. That's why. Nothing going here on Kiprusoff. Obey's looking better, but nothing breaking through after a 13-goal game in total last game. And Hrdina scores the 18 seconds left in the second period to just break our backs. Power play Ottawa goes nowhere, and offense dries up without Getzlaf and Koltaspikov doing everything. And that's the series as we go down 3-1. And we'll lose against the 6th seed 40-win Senators, who shut us out. 33 save shutout for Kiprusoff. Great. What changes can we make to this lineup now? Koltaspikov, Getzlaf. I'm not changing the first line. Let's get Eriksson up here. Eriksson, Yashin, Alfredsson, Camilleri, Bonk, Hossa. Another change in the middle 6. Really not much we can do here. Open to suggestions. But, excuse me. But I don't think there's much to say. Hasn't been that bad, but drying up from time to time here. Yeah, some of the guys are just stinking it up, but what are you going to do? You know, like what am I going to do with Kobasu? Put in John Leclerc? Caberlet, 2 points. Oh. Alfie first line. All right, Alfie first line. Redin and Vitalinish on the first pair. Let's go crazy. Caberlet, Phillips, Eriksson, Volchenkov. I've got to change something up here. They're just not showing up. That's why, yeah, I hear you, Hobbsy. All right, so if we're going to win it, we got to win 3 in a row, down 3-1 against the Maple Leafs. No speeches, no nothing. I'm pressing play, and we're winning or we're losing, and we're moving on. You had the passion to push against the Rangers. Thank you, Caberlet. There we go, from Yashin. You had the passion to push against the Rangers. Show me that passion now. Changes are coming, and those who stink the most are going to be the first to go. Losing Lettinen hurt a lot, though. It's true. It's true. Can't blame it all on the offense drying up, but it's part of the equation. Still got time. And there we go. Michael Nylander. Third period. Thank you. Alfredsson, the captain on the power play. There's the passion from Redin and Savard. Third period. Halfway through. Tie game. Let's go. We need a goal to force the next game. No! Peterman scores and the Maple Leafs win. Shots end 34-30. These late goals and these chokes. The President's Trophy winners get eliminated in round 2 in back-to-back years. This time in 5 games by our rivals, the Maple Leafs. Oh my goodness. Who didn't show up? Getzlaff 17, Kotaskov 14. I love you. I'll get your names tattooed across my chest. Mark Savard 10 and 12. He was the playmaker on that line. Great. Alfie 9 at his age. Fine. Yashin 8. So. Redin 8. Camilleri, we needed more. I know it's a 50-point pace in a season. We need more from Camilleri. We needed more from Eriksson. We needed more from Hossa. Bonk, that's kind of what he does. We needed more from Caberlet. And that's about it. Still can't beat the Leafs in the playoffs, I guess. Nope. O'Bain did okay. 906 save percentage, 2.78 goals against. About the same as what Lettinen was doing, honestly. And there you go. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Another year in the books here in Ottawa. Not blaming O'Bain. I'm not blaming O'Bain, but I think we win game 3 of carries and nets. Yeah, I think that's fair. Now we sim to the awards after losing 4 in a row against the Maple Leafs. What a joke. 4 in a row. 2-1, 8-5, 2-0, and 3-2. Outscored what? 10, 12. Outscored 15 to 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, the Vancouver Canucks are your Stanley Cup champions. We beat them for the Cups 2 years ago, but now they win. Congrats to Vancouver, your 07 Stanley Cup champions. Jason Spezza and the Canucks. Cleveland winning in the AHL. Too bad. Moncton, Sudbury, Kamloops, St. Petersburg, University of Wisconsin. There you go. So in the postseason, it was Vancouver again against New Jersey, of course, as the Devils beat the Leafs in 5 games. Always the Devils, of course. And then they lose in 7 to Vancouver. 30 minutes to landing. Awesome. We'll finish up by then, hopefully. Those 4 straight losses are what make me want to gouge my eyes out. Yeah, I hear you. Awards time. This is what we've been looking for. Yes, to start wrapping things up here. 07 awards. Hart Memorial Trophy. Nominees: Bure, St. Louis, and Svitov. And the winner is, drumroll, Alexander Svitov, his first career Hart Trophy. Conn Smythe between Marcus Naslund, who's had 29 points. Manny Fernandez with a 16-3-3 record and all those 2.05 goals against, 932 save percentage. And Jason Spezza with 25 points. I'd give it to Manny Fernandez there, I think. Forsberg, no, that would, yeah, for the Hart, you're right. Led the league in scoring, but no Hart, no top 3 Hart votes there. Marcus Naslund wins the Conn Smythe. Art Ross goes to Forsberg, but he didn't get even a Hart nomination. Forsberg, Svitov, and St. Louis, the top 3, but Peter Forsberg winning his second Art Ross trophy. There you go. The Calder. Let's see those votes for Louis Eriksson. Fernando Leonard, Matt Carl, okay, And there he is, Louis Eriksson. Thank you, Louis Eriksson, at least a nominee for the Calder. And the winner is Fernando Leonard. Yeah, makes sense. Can we see Fernando Leonard, 4th round pick in 2002. Wow. Got to give it to him. Rocket Richard, we know who won this one. Igor Kotasbekov with that 2-goal game in game 82, securing the victory. All the top 3 goal scorers had never won the Rocket, and Igor in his 3rd NHL season has now won it right there. What a year from Igor. Adam Oates Trophy with the most assists, Ray Whitney with 82, Martin St. Louis with 76, Martin St. Louis and Patrick Elias with 75. So Ray Whitney wins the Adam Oates Trophy. It's pretty surprising. The Selke now. Datsuk, of course. 100-point season from him. Jason Brooks. What? 101 points? Who's this guy? Jason Brooks. 2nd overall pick in 2002. Okay. And there, Kotasbekov with Selke votes. Don't mind if I do. The sniper. When's the last time that someone won the Rocket and got top 3 in the Selke votes? Wow. That is the most assists award. Are you saying in the real world? Pavel Datsuk wins his 2nd Selke. The Paul Coffey now, it should be shared, or I wonder who the game will give it to now, between Boyle, Timonen, and Wade Redden. So actually, it's between Boyle and Redden. Will it be his 3rd Paul Coffey? Let's see here. Yes, Wade Redden with his 3rd Paul Coffey trophy with more points per game at .96. And there you go. Now the James Norris, best defensive defenseman. Nicholas Lidstrom with 4. Wade Redden, could it be his 2nd? And Zdeno Chara, who's never won it before. The Norris goes to Nick Lidstrom, his 5th James Norris trophy. Matthews might have. There you go. Vezina trophy. Henrik Lundqvist. Kari Lehtinen. I hope it's Lehtinen with the 53 wins. Come on. And Martin Brodeur. Come on, it's got to be Lehtinen. Come on. No! Oh, you're kidding me. He had only 35 wins. His goals against average wasn't even that great. The save percentage was better than Lehtinen. I get it. Ah, come on. That should have been Lehtinen winning the Vezina. Coach of the Year, Ed Olczyk. He's been nominated a lot from the Devils. Peter Sullivan, again, could it be his 3rd? And Al Secord from Florida. And the winner is Sir Peter Sullivan, his 3rd Jack Adams. AHL MVP, Andrei Kostitsyn, Dave Knight, and Miles. This has got to be Miles, of course. Formal letter of complaint coming up. I agree, Keggy. I'm signing it. Miles wins the AHL MVP, as he should. And then all the rest of the awards, blah, blah, blah. Yes. Actually, we could look at the AHL awards here. Belleville winning some stuff. Miles, best offensive player, best goal scorer, Kostitsyn with 59 goals. Best offensive defenseman was Newski. Best defensive defenseman was Jones, really. And best coach, Dion. That's nice. Okay. Let's see the retirements. John Leclerc retiring. Congrats, buddy. And Laukinen, who played for us, retiring. Luke Robitaille at 41. Matthew Schneider, Bondra, Graves, Patrick Waugh, Marchment, Draper, all retiring. Congrats on your careers, everybody. Let's go to the draft lottery. Draft lottery, let's see. Will Minnesota win it after that abysmal season? Pittsburgh has Boston's pick. Florida has St. Louis's pick. All right. Let's start that lottery. Phoenix, Montreal, Dallas, Columbus, Carolina, Pittsburgh, Chicago, Buffalo, Florida. So they're here now into the top 5. Will anything change in the top 5? No. Washington, Philadelphia, Atlanta drops, Minnesota drops, and LA jumps 2 spots. So the Kings pick first, and then the Wild drop to 2, and the Thrashers drop to 3. Leach, yeah, he's still going. Leach is still around. Let me go ahead and save here. Brett Hedican got bought out, and so does Sandis Ojelins. Wow. So 2 buyouts. Like, nice to see the AI utilizing the buyout. All I got to resign all these. That's a lot of staff. I should just press a button and extend everybody. Offer declined. Okay. Here's an extra 100K. Okay. Here's an extra 200K. Okay. Offer declined. Offer accepted. Great. Shocking not to see Leafs picking top 3. Yeah, finally. My goodness. Extend everybody. Extend. Hamel. Declined. Declined again. Declined once more. Champion. So Belleville. Oh, now he's been in Ottawa. Got promoted. Yes, exactly. Still declined. Ooh, take this money, man. Take the money. $3.5 million. $4 million. So he doesn't want. So Jean Hamel is leaving. Then he wants to go be a head coach somewhere. 4 years, $4 million. I gave him the max. I give him 5 years. 6 years, $4 million is the max. Yep. So Jean Hamel will be leaving. It was a pleasure having you in the system, Jean Hamel, but he wants to be a head coach somewhere else. So we will release him to allow him to do that. Nobody wants our money, but I guess he wants to be a head coach. So we will allow him to do so. Jean Hamel, thank you for your service to this organization. I can't promote you to anything. Yeah, I have to make you the head coach, which Peter Sullivan is going to have to be there. So that's it. Turn the cap back on. If I turn the cap on, does that do anything? Let's just extend these other guys. Physios, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I just want to make sure. All right, John Hamel, thank you for your service here. And we'll need a new coach here in the NHL. Can we hire one now? No way. Wait, can we? Yes, we could. You guys want to be head coaches, though. Guys for contenders. What do we need most on our staff here? Offense. Power play. Yeah, definitely power play. Offense, power play. Maybe some goalie, but definitely offense and power play. Sorry, I went to the wrong place. Contender, offense, and power play. 17-14. This guy's pretty well-rounded. Markov. Development 10, though. I could sign him and then fire him after. So when you hire this guy, that puts us at looking like this for the numbers. Yeah, it's not bad for Darius Markov joining in. Oh, Cheating Heel says promote from AHL. True. Do we promote Marcel Dion? Or even Pilstrom? Or was Markov a good guy to keep? Should we keep Markov or fire him and promote one of the AHL guys? Maybe Jeff Chikrin would be a good guy to promote, actually. I can't swap them around, eh? Hold on, Markov. Fire you. I'm going to promote Chikrin. Yes, you've been looking really good, I got to say. 100% fit. Awesome. And then for the AHL, can I hire you back, Markov? Hold on. Contender, offense. Markov. To be AHL coach? He's on board. There you go. Chikrin's been waiting. He's been working hard at the organization. He deserves a little bone. Welcome, Jeff Chikrin, to the NHL staff. Okay. Do you have specialties that we want to do or anything like that? Yeah, we could, right? Peter Sullivan has 4,200 XP. So for Peter Sullivan, do we want to buy communicator, increase the effective attributes by 2.5%, or even performance during the playoffs? I think we might need to clutch. I think we got to buy some clutch here. Are we okay with doing that, everybody? 3,500 XP to buy clutch. to increase team performance during the playoffs. Come on now. We got to get these postseason performances going. Or the effective attributes. Seems like we could use some more clutch, says Gagny. Yes, I agree. Yeah. So now it would be up to gold. That means it would be by 3.75%. Right? All right. Upgrade. There you go. Next one costs 5,000. What else can we do here? Lasila. Which ones are we using on the assistant GM? Dealer. What's this called? Intel manager and dealer. Intel manager and dealer. You say to do dealer? Facilitates trades by 2.5%. All right. Dealer it is. Oh, not enough? Wait. Oh, I have 30. We have 3,200. It costs 35. So I have to wait then. My bad. Jimmy Carson has 4,000. Prime or communicator? Eileen, prime. Player development being accelerated. We love our development. Manager allows everyone to get XP quicker. So we'll keep thinking about that when we do our next one. I'm down for prime, though, to accelerate player development. Unless anybody has an objection to that, I will click it in about 5 seconds here. Always go prime. There you go. Upgrade. Now it's by 20%. Awesome. And for the last ones we're at 2,000 XP. So it depends what we want to do. Increase the number of players scouted for 2,000. That wouldn't be a bad idea. More players getting scouted would be nice. Yeah. Scout efficiency would be nice as well. Yeah, I like Intel as well, but we don't have enough XP for it. Should we keep saving? Yeah, it's true. Which one do we have active? Intel and workload. I think I'm going to do workload, and then the next one will be Intel 3. There you go. Workload 2. And finally, Kurt Ridley. Oh, the duck. That's true. The StreamYard duck. Yeah, workload. I agree. Now this last one here, mentor, prevent. Hold on, which one's active on Ridley? Actually, we don't have enough for either of them. Prevention and rehab, right? Ridley, prevention 3,500, rehab 3,500. So we can't do anything else. All right, that is done. So sim to draft. And here we are. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, to close off the episode now, so you can leave your comments down here on YouTube or over in the Discord server, as always, linked in the description. We'll just want to look at the draft itself and think about what's going on in the contracts and all that. So moving into the next episode for the 2007 off season, we have very little cap space, it looks like. Contract negotiations are disabled until next contract period. So, okay, we can't really see. I don't even know exactly how much cap space we'll have with the expiring contracts, but we'll have to consider. Maybe Radek Bonk walks if he wants, I don't know, 6 by 3.3. Eriksson shouldn't be a problem. Aubin, Peverly, Vilinish, Volchenkov. Do we trade him? Because he's been getting buried in our lineup. He's good, but he's getting buried. York, Hendricks might come up. Do we trade Kostitsyn? Do we trade... he's 22.79. Maybe keep Kostitsyn, but Ryder, toss him in a deal. Jones, toss him in a deal, etc., etc. That's for the expiring players, for the expiring contracts who will be free agents. Guys who might be in free agency here, expiring, but these 21-year-olds are not going to be there. Like the UFAs here. Whitney, Oland, might they be there? We'll see. Doan, Samsonov, Kubina, Garin, Smith, Koivu, Kiprasov, Brendamore, Smolinski, Rolston, etc., etc. Yes. Oh, good catch there on Chris Chelios. Thank you. Thanks. Yes. Now at the draft itself, we picked 26, 60, 90, 114, 120, 150, 168, 180, and 210. So at 26, we'd probably be looking at, if we're lucky, imagine maybe Max Pacioretty. But how many left-wing snipers can we have? Koltaspikov, Pacioretty, Ericsson's a winger. David Perron, Chris Tanev, PK Subban, there he is. Right side offensive defenseman could be very good for us. PK Subban is probably the guy that I'm going after with our first pick, I'd say. Who else is out here? Kondratiev. We'll try him. Nicholson, we could try him. Shirokov. So on and so forth. And if we were to say we want to trade just for fun, I don't think we're trading up, but let's say we're trading for 15 with our good friend, the Rangers. Okay, let's say the Coyotes. Beno. The Avalanche. They would want Caberlet in a second. So yeah, it wouldn't be easy to trade up, but just saying that. Alternate timeline. I hated Subban during the 2013 series. Yeah, we're just going to all the people that you hated. No problem. Who's on the trade block around the league as well here? Sorry, not fine trade. Jeff O'Neill on the block. Rod Brendamore expiring. Yeah, so some expiring contracts on the block in Carolina. Chickmanic, McDonald. Yeah, not a lot, but just to say. All right, Mark, I'll remember him. My bias tells me to not go after Subban and get EK65 next year. I'm always okay with trading excess, though. So you don't have to think about it too deep like that, I'd say. Fine trade. Imagine Koltaspikov. What could we get for Koltaspikov? Koltaspikov and Rask for Jack Johnson, Nick Backstrom, and a third from Carolina. Jordan Stahl, Teddy Purcell, and a third. Blake Wheeler, a first and a third. Bobrovsky, and a first. Kopitar, and a first for Koltaspikov. Interesting offers. And there you have it. I think that just about does it, ladies and gentlemen, for the 2006-2007 season. So I thank you for being here. It was a disappointing finish, losing in 5 in round 2. Is it time to move on for some of these older guys? Maybe if I just pull this up one more time. Oh, no, I can't even look at it anymore. No. But we know our team. Hosa's now, 28? Alfredsson's 34. Yashin's 33. So I don't know, right? So think about the excess. Think about who's growing. Think about Kobasu in our system. Think about our depth chart. There's a lot to think about moving into next episode. And for year 8, is it time to start making that change? I wonder. I'll leave it to you in the comments. And if not, we'll just talk about it more next week on the stream. June 10th, we're aiming for. Tuesday, June 10th, if possible. So maybe some changes might happen. Keep an eye on the schedule in the Discord server. And I will leave you off there. Much love, everybody. Thanks for being here. Leave a like if you haven't already. Subscribe for all of our series, our live streams. Hit that bell to be notified when we go live and when videos come your way. Much love. And sorry, what are you referring to there, Cagney? Good night. Have a good one. Stay well, stay hydrated, stay rested, enjoy the fresh air. We'll talk more in the Discord. Sorry, I didn't catch what you were saying there. Oh, the trade Koltaspikov stream. Never show that screen again. No, we won't. Hobbsy, thanks for joining us on the flight. Hope that it was an enjoyable one. Thanks, doggy. See you, everybody. Having a great rest of your night. And I thought it was Thursday. No, a great rest of your week. We'll be together on Thursday. Yes, I thought it was Thursday today. We'll be together on Thursday for the Blue Jays. But until then, enjoy your week, and we'll talk soon.